Our judges have made their decision. It is my privilege to announce the winner of the American Baking Competition, and it is Brian.
Woohoo!
Hi.
With no formal training, Brian Emmett beat out his other contestants to take home the top prize in the American Baking Competition. You saw it right here on WBOC.
And we are so happy to have Brian in the
Thank
kitchen
you.
with
Thank
us
you very much.
today.
Every time I see that, I don't even think I could bake this pie right now.
Oh, do we need to get some tissues or something?
I just get choked up because it was a very emotional moment for me and my family, and and a very proud one as well.
Yeah. So you are in our kitchen today. Thank
Yes, I
you
am.
so much.
You're
making
welcome.
your signature pie. What do you call it?
Cinnamon walnut crumble apple pie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The name just sounds good.
This is a great pie for the up and coming holiday.
Yeah.
I typically have to make this pie every weekend at home for my family, so it's a fabulous pie.
All right. So what's in it?
Sure. Basically, the crust is over here. We'll start with that, but we have the crust, and then we have the filling, and then we have the topping.
Okay. So
And
what's in the crust?
The crust is over here. So want to start with this?
Well, yeah, tell me what's in it. The flour,
Sure.
the butter?
It's all the flour,
Right.
and then we have a stick of butter, we have a pinch of salt, teaspoon of sugar,
Okay.
and then really what makes this a great crust is the apple cider vinegar. It kind of gives the pie layers. So
Okay.
when you bite into the apples, you taste the apples, but then you experience all the flavor of the apple cider.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Okay.
going up from the crust, now what?
Sure.
The filling.
And now we have the filling, and the filling is going to be apples, which I'll show you how to slice these real nice and thin so you get those layers. And you're going to have some cinnamon, some salt, and some nutmeg, and some sugar. And then
Okay.
we're gonna put a little bit of lemon juice on there, so it gives it that nice balance of flavor.
Okay. And the top of the pie, which is the topping?
Top of the pie is going to be the crushed walnuts. We're going to have the brown sugar, the cinnamon, and then there's going to be more sugar, and we're going to combine that with butter and some
right.
flour, and then we're going to put that on top, and it's going to be nice and gooey and chewy.
Can't wait. Let's get started. Put us to
Okay,
work.
What do we
ready?
do?
Okay, so let's put this in the bowl.
Okay, all this?
Yep.
Does it all have to get in there, or can I spill most of it?
Boom.
That's okay, good.
Magic of TV.
Ready to
Okay,
go.
let's put the sugar and salt in there.
All right, all of this?
Yep.
You made it out in the...
Yeah, I've already made this pie.
You are
It's,
the man.
we got it
You've
cooking
seen
in
me
there.
cook,
So,
haven't you?
and let's put this in there. This
Goes
is all
there.
the butter.
All the butter goes in.
This is a stick of butter.
Right.
And we want to make sure all the ingredients are nice and cold for when you make a pie crust,
Why?
because it gives it, you can't have it too soft or the crust will tear.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so let's add the apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar, it is in. All right.
And then let's put this down, and then we're going to get this till it's like fine crumbs. So, or like more of coarse crumbs, I would say.
Fast, slow?
Let's do it at probably about slow to medium speed. And see
Okay.
how you can see that coming together?
Right.
And you're going to want to make sure all the butter's incorporated. I typically do this in a food processor, but you could definitely do it by hand as well.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to slowly, once you see that is incorporated, see how it's like kind of coarse crumbs? That's what it's becoming to, like pea size.
Right.
And then we're going to slowly mix in the water, if I can get it into the bowl.
Yeah.
And then,
See, he knew I wasn't going to be able to.
and then you're going to be able to see the dough coming together.
And then my job is to watch it, right?
Yeah.
I can do that.
He can do that. And Brian, while he's doing that, why don't you get me
Sure.
started over here?
Sure. This is going to be the filling.
Okay.
And what I want to show you is I do this because my grandma taught me how to peel an apple, and I'm always pretty good at getting the whole the whole skin off.
Yeah.
But really what you want to do for an apple pie is you want to slice it super thin. Because that's what's really going to give it its layers and its textures.
You slice apples like my mom taught me to slice
Yeah,
apples.
you know what? I guess I'm old school that way because
Yeah.
I've been baking with my grandmother and
So we're gonna
mother
put
for
these
so long.
in here?
Yep, let's put it in there.
Okay. And then what's next?
And then next we're going to add in the sugar.
Is it already measured?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything's measured. And let's add the cinnamon.
Cinnamon? That's cinnamon?
That's the cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yep. Nutmeg.
Nutmeg? I guess it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, right. It's same color. Salt.
Salt?
Yep. And then squeeze a little bit of lemon on there.
Okay.
I'll do that for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I already seeded that out.
Okay.
So then we can toss that up. Let's just toss it up with the
With the
fork.
fork?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, like I said, once you're going to see this inside, and I want to point out too that you can buy, instead of making your own dough, which I like to, you could add stuff to dough like herbs and depending on if you're making savory or sweet, but you can also buy in your refrigerated section dough, so it saves you a lot of time, and it's good. It's also great. So
Okay,
let's
so
dump
we're
that
gonna
into
put that in
here.
there?
Yep.
So with this competition, you won a cookbook deal and $250,000 cash.
Yes, the cookbook deal with Simon & Schuster and $250,000. Yeah.
Wow. So what do you plan on doing with all that money?
My wife has that money.
Oh, okay. See, we were going
Took care of
to.
that
She's
right away.
shopping. No, you know what? We put it in the bank,
Yeah.
investing it. So and investing it in some of the stuff that I'm doing now. So
So what was it like
great.
being on the show?
very intense.
Really?
Yeah, very intense. I mean, you have, you bake in your kitchen, your home kitchen, and then all of a sudden you're thrust onto the show because you wanted to be on it, and then there's cameras and lights and.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, like right now. So yeah, it was tough.
Okay, so should we start on the?
Sure. Yeah, let's mix in this bowl. We have some sugar,
Okay,
and let's mix in the cinnamon,
the cinnamon.
the brown sugar. There's flour in here as well, and then brown sugar, and then the walnuts.
And the walnuts.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the cold butter. This is
Okay.
cold butter. And let's mix that all in together. And I like to do it with my hands, but again, you could do this with a food processor. You could do it with a pastry knife or pastry. Yeah.
Okay.
Tool.
Well, while you're working on that, I want to let you know that you can get these recipes any number of ways. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard in Salisbury,
great.
21801.
Make
Go
a
to our
mess.
website, DelmarvaLife.com, or call us at 443-880-9116. Be sure to ask for the walnut cinnamon crumble apple pie.
Okay, so we're going to throw that on
Yeah,
here.
just throw that right on top, and obviously we'd have higher apples, but.
Sure, sure. And through the magic of television, we have a finished product.
Oh, do I get to pull it
To
out?
pull
Yep,
out
let's
of
pull
the
that out of the
oven. That's what I
oven.
love about cooking on TV.
And this is going to be a great pie for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. So
Take a look at
there it
this.
is.
Oh my goodness.
Do you like the job I did there, Lisa?
You
Are
did a
pretty
great
impressed?
job.
Was that awesome?
Okay, hurry up and slice us up a piece so we can taste this
Sure.
baby. My
in
hands
there.
are covered with butter. So tell us about Jeff Foxworthy. He is
what was that
hilarious.
like?
He was great on the show. You know why? Because, like I said, the show was so intense, and he really, kind of brought us down. He made us really calm, and that was what was really great about Jeff.
Yeah.
Is he gave us that, took that edge off because he came around to us and he talked about our families and stuff like that, and how we got into the
There you go.
baking and stuff like that. So.
So I'm going to go ahead and taste. So we can
Sure.
expect your cookbook anytime soon?
You know what? I'm supposed to have the full manuscript by December 1st, and then we're working on it after that. But I'm working on it with Chef Martha Stewart, Sarah Mastrako.
Oh, my.
So yeah, it's really exciting. It's going to have savory and sweet.
Okay.
So it's not just going to be all sweets.
I'm not really sure. I'll probably have to
Am I
examine
Star
this a little
Baker?
bit more. Oh, my
Star
goodness.
Baker.
This
This
guy is
pie
awesome.
is perfect dish
Thank
to
you very
help
much.
us get us
Thank
into the
you.
holiday spirit.
Right.
Maybe now you're ready to shop. I'm sure a gift card could help. A little later, we'll announce today's winner.
But next, preventing violent crime. That's what a former CIA officer and a mysterious billionaire pair up to do in CBS's hit drama, Person of Interest. We'll go behind the scenes and hear from the cast about the drama on screen and the excitement off screen. DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back.